What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back with another Week 6 game preview and score prediction. It's the battle of the unbeatens in the East. The Kentucky Wildcats versus the Georgia Bulldogs in Athens, Sanford Stadium. Okay, Kentucky hasn't won there in a long time. But anyway, I think this is their best chance. Their best chance. So let's go ahead and get into the video, and we're going to start out talking about those Kentucky Wildcats under the tutelage of Mark Stoops. Like I say, Kentucky coming into this game 5-0, 2-0 in the East. They just coming off a big win against Florida, where they was running a track meet, ran for over 200 yards on the ground for Florida, and Ramon Davis ran for almost 390 yards, 280 something, 289 I believe. But anyway, let's talk about these Kentucky Wildcats. Offensively, they're averaging 396 yards per game, 225 yards through the air, and 170 yards on the ground. Well, they damn sure surpassed their rushing yards this past week against those Florida Gators. But anyway, defensively, they're giving up 297 yards per game, less than 300. They're giving up 221 yards through the air, and only 75 yards on the ground. All right, can Georgia run on this defense? That remains to be seen. But they damn sure stopping the run. But anyway, yeah, they're only giving up 297 yards per game. They're averaging 99 yards, more than what they're giving up on defense. So they in the plus column. All right, quarterback Devin Leary. He's through for over 1,100 yards this season, 10 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He's going to have to clean up those interceptions. And I'm going to tell you, Georgia Bulldogs secondary, they got some ball hawks now. They got Javon Bullock. They got Malachi Starks, who is a beast. I'm going to tell you that now. That dude is a beast. He can track the dang on ball. He's fast, and he got great hands from that damn safety position. So he going to have to cut out them interceptions if they expect to win. They can't turn the ball over. All right, Devin Leary, I'm talking directly to you. But anyway, oh man, this run game. Ramon Davis, he's ran for 594 yards on the season. 290 came in this past game. But anyway, 594 yards on the season with 8 touchdowns on the ground. He's also got 146 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. Total 11 touchdowns on the season. He is the key to the offense. All right, he is the key to the offense. I think if you stop Ramon Davis, you'll stop Kentucky's offense. So, Georgia, I hope y'all listening to me. Come on, y'all. I know y'all listening. But anyway, and then you got Jahan McClain, 116 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. 1 touchdown on the ground. That's all he got. He ain't doing nothing. Rest of them 94 yards. To me, Sumo, he's got 94 yards and a touchdown on the ground. But Ramon Davis is the key to the running game. All right, far as receiving, you got Tavion Robinson, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns. He's the leading receiver. Then you got Dane Key, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Dingle, not Jordan Dingle. Oh shit, but Jordan Dingle, 105 yards. That's about it. Ramon Davis is the key to the offense. Okay, if you stop him, you probably can stop the damn offense. Okay, but this defense, I'm liking what I see in this defense, man. This defense, they got 9 turnovers on the season, 5 interceptions, 4 fumble recoveries, 14 sacks. Oh, man. And 30 tackles for loss. Let me repeat that. 5 interceptions, 4 fumble recoveries, 14 sacks, and 30 tackles for loss. So they doing damn good. They doing damn good. They can affect the quarterback. They can get to the quarterback. They can stop the run game, running backs, or whoever got the ball. So we'll see what Mike Bobo can scheme up against this defense. All right. So, but anyway, I ain't gonna go through that. But I do want to mention mention Maxwell I think it's Harrison, Maxwell Harston. That's his name. Maxwell Harston. I guess that's his name. Hairston? Whatever. Anyway, Maxwell Hairston. The man got 33 tackles, 25 solo, 3 interceptions. Damn. 3 pass deflections, a forced fumble, and he just scored 2 touchdowns. This is a defensive guy now. This is a defensive guy. All right? Let me repeat that. Let me repeat it. Oh, shit. 33 tackles, 25 solo, 3 interceptions, 3 pass deflections, and a forced fumble, and 2 touchdowns. Just saying. But anyway, then you got Trevion Wallace, 3.5 sacks, 1 and a forced fumble. These guys are tearing it up. These guys are tearing it up. This is going to be a defensive battle, I believe. All right, but let's go ahead and talk about these Georgia Bulldogs. Let's talk about Georgia Bulldogs under the tutelage of Kirby Smart, who's coming into this game 5-0, 2-0 in the conference. Beat South Carolina, and they just beat Auburn last week. So let's talk about old Carson. Well, first of all, they averaged 481 yards per game. Offensively, 332 yards through the air, 148 on the ground. Will they get their average against this Kentucky defense? That remains to be seen. Then they're only giving up 287 yards per game. All right. 173 through the air, 113 on the ground. Now, Georgia is gaining almost 200 yards more than what they're giving up on defense. That's a recipe to win games. Okay, but anyway, Carson Beck. This man at 1,500 yards already. 3 yards from 1,500 yards through the air. 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Pretty good numbers. Okay, people, say Carson Beck. Some Georgia fans say Carson Beck. They think they got somebody better than Carson Beck. But I beg to differ. I'm not super impressed with Carson Beck, but I think Carson Beck is giving them the best chance to win games. And guess what? He's winning games. All right, and he had to show up in the 4th quarter of that Auburn game in Jordan-Hare. And he did it. Anyway, Dejon Edwards, he done came back from injury. All right, he got 260 yards rushing with 5 touchdowns already. I think he was out for like 2 or 3 games. Well, at least 2 games, I know. But anyway, he already got 5 touchdowns rushing. Kendall Milton, he has 1 touchdown with 96 yards. He came into the season banged up. I don't know how he's feeling right now, but he came into the season banged up, I know. Carson Beck, he got 2 touchdowns on the ground rushing. Dylan Bell, wide receiver that they use as a running back sometime, he got 2 touchdowns rushing. Then you got Roger Robinson with 2 touchdowns rushing. So they got some guys. Cash Jones got 2 touchdowns on the ground. Savion Clark got a touchdown. So, hey, they utilizing the run game. They also use these guys in the passing game, these running backs. And so, yeah, just like they using their wide receivers in the running game, they use the running backs in the passing game. All right, then you got Brock Bowers with 4 touchdowns on the season, 413 yards receiving. All right, now Brock Bowers, I don't think they've been using him as much as they did the past couple of years, but they didn't have to. But in the Auburn game, they had to use him. They had to go to him, and he was the guy. I'm telling you, he missed everything for this Georgia Bulldog offense. I just want to put that out there too. But when he's called upon, that dude get the damn job done. I think that dude done took some damn ballerina classes or something, because he got great balance. He don't fall. The dude won't fall. I mean, Jesus. But anyway, and he got great hands. He showed that against Auburn too, with 2 great catches. 2 great catches. 1 hand. But anyway, but yeah, Brock Bowers is the catalyst of the Georgia Bulldog offense. All right, you got Dominique Lovett, 194 yards. I'm surprised he don't have a touchdown. I thought he did. But anyway, Roseman Jack Saint, 226 yards and a touchdown. Oscar Depp got a touchdown. Malachi Muse got a touchdown. Aaron Smith got a touchdown. All of these are receiving touchdowns. Okay. So they got some guys. Ra Thomas don't have a touchdown. I thought Dominique Levitt and Ra Thomas had touchdowns, but according to this, they don't. Maybe this is wrong. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I seen them guys catch some touchdown, but hey, maybe not. But anyway, this gonna be a battle. And I found a daggone article talking about these guys and these two teams, and I wanna let y'all know what it say. Here we go. It's called A Familiar Foe. It says, it has been clunky to put it mildly. Even after 22 consecutive wins, it just doesn't look right for the two-time defending national champions, Georgia. Now, they get a mirror image of who they are when unbeaten Kentucky arrives in Athens for a critical East Division game. This is a critical game. Both teams want to run the ball and throw off play action to a group of talented wide receivers and tight ends to have so far been underutilized. Both teams have quarterbacks who are hot and cold and have made just enough plays. Both teams play two safeties high on defense and man coverage underneath and dare you to throw the ball. Who got the best secondary? We're going to see Saturday. And if the first two SEC games of the season haven't underscored it, it's beyond to accept. It's beyond to accept that Georgia isn't the same offensively or defensively it was in 2021 and 2021 and 2022. Here's the difference. Kentucky's run defense. Forget about the first 4 games of the season when the Wildcats weren't sharp against gimme putts, 4 gimme putts. Look instead at last week's Florida game where Kentucky held the Gators to only 69 yards on 29 carries and dominated the game. The question, can Kentucky run defense finally dictate the Georgia game? Georgia fans, that's a question for y'all. Georgia has rushed for 863 yards in the past 4 games against Kentucky, averaging 215 yards per game. The Wildcats are number 2 in the SEC in rush defense at 75.8 yards per game, giving up only 2.54 yards per carry. Tough sledding for y'all, Georgia Bulldogs. Tough sledding. Can this Kentucky defense hold y'all to under 3 yards per carry? I don't know. This is how you beat Georgia on the road. Stop the run and put the ball in the hands of quarterback Carson Beck in 3rd and 7+ situation. Or exactly what South Carolina did last month in Athens when it built an early first half lead behind that formula. The Dogs couldn't run early and on offense, and the offense was put in predictable pass situations before figuring it out in the second half. Kentucky's defense is more active in the front 7 and covers better in the secondary. As important, Kentucky can run the ball to keep the defense off the field and fresh, and potentially give Georgia its first home loss since 2019. Well, hey, all I can say, I feel like this is going to be a good game. I feel like it's going to be a close game. All right? So, let me give y'all my score prediction. I'm going to predict Georgia. Like I said, I think this is going to be a close game. I'm going to predict Georgia 20. I'm giving 20. What did they score against Auburn? 27? Okay, oh yeah. I'm going to give Georgia 24 points. Think this is going to be a defensive game. I'm giving Georgia 24 points. I'm going to give Kentucky 21. 24-21 Georgia. And the reason why I'm picking Georgia, because ain't nobody beat them yet. Until somebody beat Georgia, I'm not going to pick against them. I'll just put it that way. Even though they've been playing a little shabby, Even though they've been playing a little shabby, they've been finding ways to win. All right, so I ain't going to pick against them. Not yet. 21-24, Georgia Bulldogs. And guess what? I hope I'm wrong. Roll damn tide.